Hi, my name is Romy Carol Whitman, and I'm a faculty lecturer and program developer in the Organizational Leadership Program at the University of Arizona South. Today in this video, I'm going to go over using Google Sites in D2L, specifically how to use templates, create new pages, and navigate from page to page. Let's get started. In videos 1 and 2, we walked through how to get started within Google Sites and get your own section set up, your own My Sites area within the Google Sites at email.arizona.edu. So you should be able to log in to get to this point. It's very easy. You use your UA NetID and password. What you're seeing before you is the directory of websites specific to the LDRV program that I teach for. And you can also see over here on the left hand side an orange create button, and that is exactly what you think it is. That's how you create a website. So when you log into your own area, you will not see all these websites because you likely haven't populated it yet, but you will still see this orange create button. So let's click on it and get started. So we jump over to this page and we have several things we need to do to get started. First, we can choose either a blank template, which is highlighted here in red, or we can browse the gallery for more templates. I'm choosing to use a blank template because I personally think it gives me more flexibility, but you may want to use one of the templates that's available in the gallery. It's very similar to choosing a template as you would in PowerPoint, so I'm not going to walk through that here. Next, we need to name our website. I've thought of a really creative and unique name. How about Google Test Site? I know, it's super creative. So down here below we have our custom URL. You can see that here. It's the sites.google.com, jumping ahead, Google Test Site. So whatever you name your site, that will pop up there. Next, I'm going to select a theme. And you can see there are many to choose from right here, from kind of cutesy to more conservative. I'm going to choose Ski because I think it's a very pleasant template to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the create button now. It will take a few seconds for our website to be created. So here you see our Google test site. It looks a little plain right now because we don't have anything added to it, but you'll notice right away that we've got the University of Arizona logo here. That is the default header for all of the websites that are created, and our name, Google Test Site. Of course, whatever name you choose for your website will appear here instead. We can change this layout and we can add to it, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Come over here to the gear, click on the down arrow, and then choose from this drop-down menu. Go to Edit Site Layout. We click on that and you can see that we've got header, horizontal navigation, sidebar, custom footer, and site width. Any one of these we can edit. So right now we're on header. You can see that header is enabled. We can disable it if we choose. And you can see that it went away. But I kind of like a header because it tells people where they're at. So I'm going to click on that again. And there it comes back. It's just a toggle function. If you click on it, it'll come up. If you click on it again, it goes away. Pretty easy. So let's click on this and change not the layout, but the logo. All I did was click on that because it was highlighted and this popped up. You can see that we've got the domain default logo here, but let's say we want to make a custom logo. I like to do custom logos for each of my classes. So again, my students are oriented as to which website that they're on. So now we choose a file. From my desktop, I have a sample icon ready to go. It's in a PNG format. You'll have to use .png or JPEGs. I kind of like PNGs because they're smaller in size and quicker to load. So I have chosen that. There's my sample logo. And I click OK. Takes a couple seconds, and there you go. It's got the sample logo along with our Google test site. And there you've edited the header. Now that we have our header all squared away, we need to decide if we want to have horizontal navigation, a sidebar, or a footer. Horizontal navigation, as I said before, click on it to activate it. There it pops up. It just provides a horizontal navigation bar for you. A sidebar provides the same kind of thing, another form of navigation going up and down the side. You can have both. I think it gets a little busy, so I'm going to click off of horizontal navigation and just leave my sidebar. For the custom footer, I can put anything my heart desires. I can click on this and it looks very much like a word processor. I'm going to put something fun and exciting here. You can put anything you want. You can put a date, you can put any kinds of attributions you so desire. Then now that I've created that, it will appear on every page in my website, as will the sidebar. So now that we have this squared away, we can click close. There, now we're ready to go. You can see that we've got the home page over here and the sitemap as well as a footer. So now we're ready to edit the home page. How do we do that? You click on this pen tool right here, edit page, and it pops up. It again looks very much like a word processing tool. You can bold, you can use headers, there's different styles. I'll show you right here. I'm going to highlight that text and I go up here to format, and you can say heading 2, which pops it up, makes it nice and big and dark. Header 3 is a little bit smaller, heading 4 a little bit smaller still, or if you just want normal text. Again, it's very similar to what you would see in Microsoft Office, so very simple to use. So now we've created some text for our home page. Now that we've created our home page, we can create some additional pages. The way to do that is you can come up here to this little page icon with a plus sign on it for Create Page. Click on it. Here you go. We're all ready to set up another page. So I'm going to call the second page Page 2. Click Create. There we go. And you can see that it's put over here in the sidebar for navigational purposes, so that no matter where users are at in the website, they can navigate back to the home page or page 2 or wherever. So I'm going to put some text here. And again, you can format this exactly like you can in any kind of word processing program. Click on Save. A side note about Google Sites is it automatically saves for you every few seconds, every few minutes rather, so you don't really have to worry about that, but I like to hit save every now and again just for safety purposes. I'm going to create another page. This time I'm going to put this one under page 2, and I'll show you what happens there. I'm going to call this subpage. You can see now that that page goes, it's nested under page 2. It goes right under here. And you can do that. You can have as many pages as you want like that. That's one of the fun things about Google Sites. It's very easy to organize your site and your pages and so forth. So now we have several pages. We've got 3 pages in our website already. So I'm going to hit save. And there you go. You can see how this all works. Now that we have a few pages put together here on your Google test site, you're probably wondering how you can navigate between them. There are a couple of ways you can do this. You can just click over here in your sidebar and hop around. And now that we're on the home page, I can edit using this pen tool up here. I can go back to page 2, do the same thing, edit there. From any of these pages, I can bounce around using that sidebar. If you don't want to have any navigation on your page, if you don't want horizontal navigation or the sidebar, the other way you can use as the owner of the site to navigate around it is by going up here to the gear, clicking the down arrow, and you come down here to Manage Site. And here you go, you can see we're kind of in the back end of our website. So what you do is you come over here to Pages, and you can see you've got all of the pages there. The little plus sign here means there's another page nested within that, but you can navigate this way as well. And again, you get here through the gear function. this little down arrow over here in the gear. So if you have the sidebar, that's really the easiest way to navigate around. For some of my classes, I don't use the sidebar because I don't want my students jumping ahead by a few weeks. So I have to use that gear function to navigate kind of behind the scenes. And then that way my students, I direct them through D2L to the different pages that I want them to see as I want them to see it. So this shows you the basics of Google Sites, how to edit layouts, how to use templates, and how to navigate from page to page. Again, this is Romy Carol Whitman, faculty lecturer with the Organizational Leadership Program at the University of Arizona South. Thanks for watching.